What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Pitching Ninja's filthiest pitches of the day. I am Pitching Ninja, and I'm here with an electric Will Leahey. What's happening, Will, and why are you so fired up?
Well, Ninja, baseball is a game of highs and lows, and you can never let the highs get too high or the lows get too lows. And Jackson Churio is going to explain why to you right here, because this 20-year-old phenom starts off the game with a massive dong, 450 off the scoreboard. People are going nuts for him. And then later on the game, Tyler Rogers comes up and just makes him look like a complete jackass with this shockingly inside pitch that never turns. It just stays inside, and Jackson decides to take a hack at it, and he goes down swinging. Ninja, this is one of your favorite pitches of the year. Has to be, right?
Absolutely. Anytime a pitcher can make somebody look that bad on a pitch, abso-freaking-lutely, it's one of my favorite pitches of the year. Probably not the pitch of the year because the pitch itself, it is a slider that didn't slide. And earlier in this at bat, you can see why Churio reacted that way, because this slider, he jumps back from it and ends up catching the zone. So he's sitting there going, here comes another slider. He probably read the spin, actually, but didn't read the fact that this thing wasn't going to move and was going to bear in on him instead of actually break towards the plate. He decides to swing at it. This pitch would have hit him if he didn't swing at it. And yes, it goes down as one of the more embarrassing Ks of the season. And don't forget, Tyler Rogers has also hit a dude in the face with a pitch he swung at on a slider that did slide and regularly makes hitters look terrible. But usually it's more on pitches that are coming at you kind of up and in versus this pitch that never broke and was kind of low and inside. But either way, absolutely hilarious stuff. I love it. Now to the rest of my whip around the league. The Tigers mauled the Angels 6-2. Brant Herter had 4 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 2 runs. He had this painted fastball, paint dish sweeper, and backdoor slider. He faced Johnny Cueto, who had 5 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 6 runs. He had a sinker and changeups and picked up a sword. The Cubs downed the Pirates 9-5. Justin Steele had 6 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 2 runs. He had these fastballs, including this painted fastball, as well as these wicked sliders. He faced Jared Jones, who made his way off the IL and had 4 Ks in 4 innings, giving up 5 runs. He did pick up his 100th K of the year on this fastball and also had this curveball, but not a great outing from Jared Jones. Aaron Nola had 6 Ks in 7 scoreless innings, giving up 4 hits. It looked more like postseason Nola here, just dominance as the Phillies blanked the Astros 5-0. He had these fastballs, including this 2-seamer, as well as this nasty knuckle curve. He faced Justin Verlander, who had 3 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 4 runs, and had these sliders. The Royals beat the Guardians 6-1. Michael Lorenzen had 1 K in 1 2/3 innings, giving up no runs. He only pitched 1 2/3 innings because he hurt his hamstring. He had this sweeper for a sword. He faced Gavin Williams, who had 6 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 2 runs on 3 hits. He had this elevated fastball for a sword, this cutter, and curveball. Mitch Spence had 3 Ks in 5 1/3 innings, giving up 1 run as the A's slipped past the Reds 5-4. He had these nasty breaking balls. He faced Jacob Jiminez, who had 3 Ks in 4 no-hit innings, and his changeup and slider. The Nationals beat the Yankees 5-2. Garrett Cole had 7 Ks in 5 innings, but gave up 3 runs. He had these fastballs, including this elevated fastball, these sliders, including this painted slider and knuckle curve. He faced Patrick Corbin, who was excellent Patrick Corbin yesterday. The tale of 2 Corbins. This was the shiny Corbin on the hill. He had 6 Ks in 6 scoreless innings, giving up only 2 hits, and these sliders and cutters. I just can never bet on Patrick Corbin. I don't know which pace. Jekyll and Hyde.
But you'd be a fool to bet on Corbin because he can give up 10 hits or get 10 Ks. There's really no in between.
It's pretty much right. Flip a coin. The Red Sox shot down the Blue Jays yesterday, 6-3. Yariel Rodriguez didn't pitch great. Cooper Criswell had no Ks, so we're just going to look at Will's happy face right here.
That's right. A couple more of these and we're in the playoffs, baby.
Yeah, just a couple more.
Just like 30 more. We're good.
Yeah, you're there. Dylan Cease had 4 Ks in 4 1/3 innings, giving up 4 runs as the Padres beat the Cardinals 7-5. Had his fastball, slider for a sword, picked up a White Castle special. He faced Miles Michaelis, who had 3 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 4 runs. He had these fastballs up to 95 miles an hour and this slider. Logan Webb had 4 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 4 runs as the Giants hopped past the Brewers 5-4. He had this painted two-seamer and sweeper. He faced the Amish ace, Tobias Myers, who had 4 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 3 runs and had these fastballs and sliders. A churn butter once or twice, living in an Amish paradise. The Marlins swam past the Rockies 9-8. Roddery Munoz didn't pitch well. He had no Ks, so no feature for you. Cal Quantrill had 2 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 4 runs, had this fastball and cutter. The Orioles glided past the Dodgers 3-2. Cole Irvin had 3 Ks in 4 1/3 innings, giving up 2 runs. He had this painted fastball and sinker. He faced Jack Flaherty, who had 5 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 3 runs. He had this elevated fastball for a sword and this knuckle curve. Spencer Schwellenbach. Let's go to Schwellenbach, Texas. Sales Real Freed and the boys. He had 8 Ks in 4 2/3 scoreless innings. He did have 3 walks and a bunch of foul balls, which cut his outing short because it ran up his pitch count. But boy, was he nasty in the time he was in the game. The Braves ended up beating the Twins in the 10th inning, 8-6. Schwellenbach had these upper 90s fastballs, including this painted fastball, this nasty curveball, these wicked splitters. He had 19 swings and misses for the game, which led the day yesterday among all pitchers. 8 swings and misses on his fastball, 5 on his splitter. And here's an overlay of his fastball and splitter. See what makes that combo so filthy? And he also is magic. He turned this line drive into a fly ball. Would this be an infield fly if it was the situation? I mean, this is kind of a weird play. I will tell you right here now, Spencer Schwellenbach is absolutely for real. Dude is a budding ace and is going to be a stud next year for the Braves. Like, he's done nothing but impress. He faced Simeon Woods Richardson, which this was a battle of perhaps the longest last names on a jersey in the history of baseball. I don't know how many letters there are on this, but it's a lot. Will, count them up. SWR had 3 Ks in 4 2/3 innings, giving up 4 runs. He had this fastball, curveball, and slider. Sean Manaea. Had 11 Ks in 6 2/3 innings, giving up 3 runs on 4 hits as the Mets easily handled the D-backs 8-3. Manaea fed the D-backs a steady diet of fastballs and sweepers and just dominated. He faced Brandon Pfaadt, who had 6 Ks in 4 2/3 innings, giving up 6 earned runs, hit his backdoor two-seamer, these sweepers, and picked up a sword. The Rays stung the Mariners 3-2 in the pitcher's duel of the day. Jeffrey Springs had 9 Ks in 5 scoreless innings, giving up only 1 hit. He had these fastballs, sliders, and nasty changeups, and he faced Logan Gilbert, who's probably my filthiest pitcher of the day yesterday. He had 10 Ks in 6 scoreless innings. His ERA this year is now 3.09, a really great season from Logan Gilbert. He had these painted fastballs, knuckle curves, sliders, and wicked splitters. And he had this fastball for his 10th K and got absolutely fired up. And I love a fired up Logan Gilbert. And here's a fastball and splitter overlay. Shows you why that combination is so hard on hitters. In minor league action, Jacob deGrom pitched again yesterday and had 2 Ks, both on his slider. Here's an overlay of his changeup and slider. See how wicked that combination is. And he doesn't even throw this combination all that much. Jacob, throw the changeup some more this year. Why not?
And get back to the bigs while you're at it.
I need you. I need you more than I need air, Jacob deGrom.
Obligatory. Here's me watching Jacob deGrom epically strike out Fernando Tatis Jr. in 2021. We need more of this back of the game, Ninja.
Yes, we definitely do. Now into my filthiest relievers. Jason Adam K'd the side with his slider and changeup and fastball to Lucan Baker. You know, actually, let's go to Lucan Baker, Texas. Yunier Cano had this slider and sinker. Carlos Hernandez had these wicked knuckle curves and picked up a sword. Porter Hodge had this filthy sweeper. Camilo Doval had this 100-mile-an-hour fastball and slider. Griffin Jacks had this nasty changeup. Michael Kopech had these heaters up to 100 miles an hour. He's turned to like an unstoppable force right now, Michael Kopech.
You just need to get out of Chicago.
Yeah, this isn't a surprise at all. Like, he has that arm. Mason Miller had a couple 101-mile-an-hour heaters, but actually didn't have a great appearance yesterday. Jose Ruiz had this curveball for a sword. And Edwin Uceda had these change-ups and now has a 0.84 ERA this year in 32 innings. Kind of an ignored pitcher. My top 5 filthiest pitches of the day yesterday. At number 5, we have Joe Jiminez for the Braves with back-to-back White Castle specials. You do not see this very often.
It's a lot of sliders, Ninja.
It is a lot of sliders, Will. At number 4, Sean Manaea for these sweepers. At number 3, Spencer Schwellenbach for these splitters. At number 2, I'm going to give it a tie, and technically the others should be moved down, but this was really a pitcher's duel. We'll give it a tie between Logan Gilbert and Jeffrey Springs. Gilbert's splitters and Jeffrey Springs changeups combined should be number 2. And at number 1, we got to give it to Tyler Rogers for the slider that didn't slide, but made Jackson Chourio look like he's never stood up to the plate before. And now, my pitching ninja moment of Zen. It's Lee Sung-hoon, a.k.a. Hooney, maybe related to 2 Live Crew's Miso Hooney. Ooh, Miso Hooney. For this first pitch, eat your heart out, Nestor Cortez. My picks of the day today, I'm going to start out with Paul Skeens for 7 Ks or more, then take the Spaghetti Pirate, Spencer Arrighetti for 6 Ks or more, and take Chris Sale for 7 Ks or more, top it off with Joe Musgrove for 5 Ks or more. What would your picks of the day be?